Hello guys, welcome back to In 5 Minutes. We have seen the various sessions on the fault detection on the digital circuits. Now, after having the source of faults and types of faults, we have the fault models. Finally, we are going to start with the fault models, how the faults actually are there in the circuit. So very first and the simple fault model is stuck at faults, means input line or output line will be stuck at 0 or 1, so it is called as stuck at 0 or stuck at 1. So we have two sections. Firstly we have stuck at 0 and second we have stuck at 1. So two sections are there. We are going to see how they work. Okay, so for stuck at 0, which is also can be written as stuck at 0, stuck at 1 noted at stuck at 1. Now let us consider a simple example in which I have a AND gate, 2 input single output. Okay, for both the sides I have 2 input single output AND gate, and I'll show stuck at 0 means what and stuck at 1 means how the circuit works. Stuck at 0 means what? Let us say there is first input is A, so the input A here and the same input A here. Now when I say the input A is stuck at 0, that means this input, whatever it is, it behaves like it is shorted to ground. So whatever the input A is there, it will behave as it is grounded, means no matter what input you give it to A point, it will be shorted to ground, hence the input will be 0, A point will be 0, that is nothing but it is stuck or latched at ground or 0. So how I'll denote it? I'll denote it like A, which is stuck at 0. Similarly for stuck at 1 point or stuck at logic 1, suppose the input A is stuck at logic 1, so it will behave like it is stuck to plus VCC or the logic 1, here ground, or you can say stuck to logic 0. Okay, and the second input B is fine, it is working fine, it has got no problem, fault free. But if A is stuck at 1, so it will behave like it is shorted to plus VCC, and it will be denoted as A, which is stuck at 1. So what my point is here, A will be behaving throughout the circuit like it is shorted to 0 if A is stuck at 0. A will be behaving like plus VCC, that is nothing but stuck at 0, it will behave as it has got shorted with plus VCC. Now we can check all the points on this basis in the entire digital circuit, that at for particular input what is the combination of the input of the gates and the output of the gates, whether they are stuck at 0 or stuck at 1. So these are the simple faults. Many number of faults are there, okay, but they all behave in the same manner. Okay, let us observe a more elaborative diagram for this stuck at 0 and stuck at 1. For example, I am taking here one circuit. Okay, so let us say there is any circuit present over here, any digital circuit is there, to which the final output is a OR gate. OR gate is the final output. Okay, so the final output, it might be 0 or 1, it has got no other value, it cannot take other value than 0 and 1. Now what my point here is, if somehow due to faults, now what I say here, suppose say that these points are shorted by means of some fault. Okay, so if these inputs, let us say this is the first, this is 0, this is 1. Okay, so I have two inputs 0 and 1 which are shorted.